there's no need. You all don't have to be watching my VJJ. Hi my loves, welcome back to this phase. If this is your first time bumping onto this channel, do not make it your last. We're all about fashion, lifestyle, and a bunch of general nonsense. I missed you guys. I missed doing sit down videos, and finally I am here to give you guys a video you've requested. Like a few of you have requested for this video, and I'm here to break it down to you. So if you want to know more about the reasons why I chose planned C-section for my 3 kids, stay watching. Do not leave, do not skip, do not fast forward. It's going to be a short video, so don't worry. I'll try and get all my points across as fast as possible so you don't get bored, okay? Okay, let's get started. Just a brief backstory. I am a mother of 3. I just gave birth to my 3rd child, and the 3 of them were via planned C-section, no emergency C-section. I always knew, like before I even got married, I always knew I was going to have planned C-section. This sounds like a seminar already, but you guys already know what it is to an extent. It's very straightforward. So it's a surgical procedure that involves tearing or cutting 7 layers of your tummy, like basically on your bikini line, to bring out the baby. So you can give birth via C-section or vaginal. One or the other, the baby has to come out. So those are the 2 ways you can give birth. To be honest, I wanted to make this video very light-hearted, but I think it's important to just put it out there again because I've said it so many times. I have said this so many times, but it's important to repeat myself again because some people just do not listen. Some people have strong head. Let me tell you guys, there is no easy way out to giving birth. There is no easy way out to pregnancy. There's no easy way out to any of these things. To be a mother, to be pregnant, to give birth, it's hard. It's hard. Just take it from me, it is hard. There is no easy way out. Going for a planned C-section, emergency C-section, pushing, whatever it is, no one is easy. So what I'll just say this is all about is just choosing your poison. Like, just pick your poison. They all have their pros and their cons. So for the C-section, you have your pros and cons. For the vaginal, you have your pros and cons. So it's just you deciding which one can you deal with. That's all. I just sat down and thought to myself, like, which one can I deal with? It's not like one is easier than the other. Which one can me, Ziggy, personally deal with? Which one is going to work more for the kind of person that I am, for the kind of life I want for myself? Do you understand? It's just choosing which one works for you. So let me give you guys the reasons, or would I say the pros, if you want to, at least the pros to me, or the things I saw and I was like, do you know what, this makes sense for me to do planned C-section for all my kids. I think this is the first pregnancy you guys have actually witnessed with me, like the journey. With my other 2 kids, you guys didn't really, I wasn't on YouTube, so you didn't witness my pregnancy journey with the other kids, but I know I mentioned it in almost every video that I do not like being pregnant. I do not like being pregnant. It's just what it is. Like, there's nothing about pregnancy that I like. There's nothing, I think the only good thing that comes out of being pregnant is the actual baby, but there's nothing about it that I like. So the first reason why I chose a planned C-section is that for someone like me that doesn't like being pregnant, when I found out that it was possible to reduce to reduce my journey of being pregnant with like 2 weeks, I was like, yeah, definitely I'm going to do that. Yeah, with C-section, you can bring out the baby 2 weeks before your EDD, your estimated delivery date, or your estimated due date. So normally, typically, it's 40 weeks, right? Some people give birth 2 weeks after, some people give birth 2 weeks before. Even when you're doing like the vaginal delivery, your baby can come out 2 weeks before. But with planned CS, it's like a guarantee. Is a guarantee that you can choose to give birth 2 weeks before. So at 38 weeks, which is when I gave birth to all my kids. I think I gave birth to all of them at 38 weeks, maybe like 2 days or a few days, but basically 38 weeks. And I'm like, yes, definitely, that makes sense for me, because anything that can reduce this, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Secondly, just me being a very anxious human being, I don't like the idea of waiting for when the labor is going to come or when it's going to happen. Just that idea of, oh, my water broke. Oh, like you don't know where you're going to be. You don't know when it's going to happen. Like the anxiety of just thinking of that. I was just like, no, I can't. I cannot. Like, I am a very, how will I put it? I'm a control freak. Like I don't like surprises, number one. So I don't like when things don't go a certain way. Like I just like being in control of as much as almost everything in my life. Like I like being in control. So that anxiety of not knowing when you're going to go into labor or just labor in general, I knew I never wanted to experience labor. It's just me, my personal opinion. I did not want to experience labor, the whole my water broke. Take me to the hospital, blah blah blah. I didn't need that. I did not need it. There was no need for that in my life. I don't miss it. I don't regret not experiencing what labor is like, what your water is like breaking. It's not for me. Do you understand? And that is just my personal, you know, my personal opinion. It's not for me. It's not necessary to me to feel that or experience it. So yeah, that was the second reason why I'm like, let me just be in control of when I'm going to go into the hospital and give birth instead of waiting for, will it come at 40 weeks? Will it come at 41 weeks? Will it come at 39 weeks? Will it come at for like labor? Where will you be? Will you be at home? Is it going to be like an emergency? Will your husband not be around? Who's going to take you to the hospital? Like how is it going to happen? Or even thinking about being induced and just the whole thing surrounding it. I was just not ready for that. I just did not need that. Next is the process of the surgery. It's quite straightforward. If you don't have any complications, it's very straightforward. Being that I've done it 3 times, it is just you go in. I think you guys have seen my birth vlog, so you know the process. You go in, they put your IV line, they prep you up for it. 30 minutes max, you're done. They stitch you back up and you're good to go. So the duration of bringing out the baby is really fast and straightforward. Now, to compare it to the vaginal, some people have said that they just pushed in 10 minutes and the baby came out. They just pushed 2 times, baby came out. So you can get that as well when you're doing the vaginal. But like I said, I think it's more with me knowing that, okay, this is the procedure, this is how it's going to happen, not like not knowing if it will it be a longer labor, will it be a shorter labor, will it be this, will it be that. Do you understand? Am I going to deal with dilating? Oh, they have to go put their hand inside, make sure you're 10 centimeters, make sure you're this, make sure you're that. Just knowing that is a thing of once you go to the hospital, you have your time. So I usually go to hospital maybe around 6. The surgery happens maybe around 7, 7:30. We're done by 8. And I know that this baby is out. Let me now focus on, healing. So what I would say when it comes to CS or planned CS and vaginal is that the problem or the suffer or the pain comes after. When it comes to planned CS, it comes after delivery. But with vaginal, it comes before delivery. So I don't know if you guys know what I mean. So before delivery with the vaginal, you're going through all these things, labor, pushing, oh, you didn't dilate, oh, you didn't do this one, oh, that one, complications, this, that. You pushed for hours, you did this, you did that. But once baby is out, it's like, it's easier. But with the planned CS, it's like, it's easier to bring out the baby, like in terms of, it's faster to bring out the baby, fast process out, but the healing process, when the baby is out, is not funny. Next reason why I chose the planned CS, being a control freak, like I said earlier, I get to choose my dates. So yes, I can choose my dates when I go to the doctor and they tell me, okay, you have this week to give birth. You can choose what date you want and when you want the baby to come out. I love that option. I love the fact that I can choose the date exactly that I want my baby to come out without any issues. Like I said, with vaginal as well, I think you have this option as well because people go for they go for them to induce them. So you can actually pick your date as well too. So I guess it's something that it's doable for both situations. But yeah, that was definitely a reason as well. I know some people find it creepy, not creepy, but terrifying, like the whole surgical environment and just being in the theater and all of that. With my first one, yes, I felt that way, but with the second and third, it felt very comfortable. Like maybe because of the hospital I used, the doctors I used, they were playing music, they were gisting, they were talking about the events they went to beforehand. Like it just felt very comfortable. At any I didn't feel any kind of pressure, and you have the option of your partner being there as well too. So it didn't feel like serious business to me, except when it gets to the point when they are actually going to bring out the baby, then you feel all the pressure and the pushing. But with the beginning of the process and everything, the setup, the nurses, they're all friendly, they're all nice, they're playing music. Like I said, the environment just seems very calm, they're friendly, they're laughing. They just make you feel at home and make you feel relaxed. So I just like that. I don't like I don't know. I don't like when things are just too serious or whatever. So I like when everybody's just relaxed. We know what we're here for. Everybody knows what they're going to do. The theater is usually full. I think they're like almost 10 people there because they have like two doctors, they have the nurses, they have the anesthesiologists, they have so many people there. So it's a full room. So just vibes. It's just vibes, to be honest. I like the whole environment. I love that the fact that your husband can be there as well. And I like the fact that I'm awake, you know, I'm not sleeping, so I can hear the baby come out, I can hear everything happening. It just feels like I'm part of the process, not like I'm just off and I wake up and I see the baby. So I love that as well too. Another good thing I found out about C-sections is that you don't have to worry about your baby being breech, because actually with this last baby and Sage, they were breech. So I didn't have to worry about it because I already knew I was going to go for a planned CS. So I wasn't worried about would the baby turn. Breech means baby is this way. So the head is here, the leg is here, but the head is meant to be down and the leg up. So when your baby's like, you're not worried about it because they're going to cut you open regardless to bring out the baby. You're not worried about them turning the baby and just doing all of that. So that's good. You're not worried about having a big baby. All my babies were all big. So I'm not worried about a big tear and all of that. I just know that whatever the size the baby is, I'm already going to cut my tummy and not my vagina. So I'm not scared of that. Do you understand? I'm not worried about, oh, the baby is going to come out with a big head because I have big-headed babies. So I'm not worried about all of that. So that definitely helped me calm down and not worry too much about things that other women would worry about. You know, I've seen women worried about like breech, my baby hasn't turned yet, all of that. So I didn't worry about that. I didn't get to worry about it. So I think that worked well for me. And to be honest, finally, I just did not have the strength to push. Like, I don't have the strength to push. I have seen videos before I got pregnant, or when I got pregnant with my first baby. I saw videos. I did my research. Not like I just sat down. I was like, yep, I'm going for planned C-section. I did my research. I watched videos. I saw all of that. And I'm like, even if you get the epidural and everything, I don't want to push. It just seemed like something that required a lot of energy to do. And I don't have it. I don't have the energy to push, you know. And again, is that I've heard a lot of things that come with, I mean, yeah, there are complications with C-section because it's a whole surgery, so a lot of things can go wrong as well. But just seeing videos, like an example, I saw a video of a woman that pushed her baby and had a stroke in the process of pushing her baby. Like, it's scary. It's scary seeing those things, you know, pushing, people that die from pushing, they pass out, they faint, they collapse, people that can't even push and the baby suffocates and the baby dies, people that try pushing for hours and it gets to a point where they go for an emergency C-section. And to be honest, I am better off going for a planned C-section than an emergency C-section. That is the scary one. Like an emergency C-section, that is scary because you guys did not plan it. Everything is happening so fast. I've seen stories where it was an emergency C-section and the doctor trying to cut the tummy, cut the baby. So the baby came out with a scar on the face. It's online, you can see it. The baby came out with a scar because everything is just rushed. They don't want the baby to die. Baby suffocating. You've been in labor for hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, whatever hours. So just all of that, just not knowing and just the complications that comes with it. I'm just like, let's not do that. Let's not even do that. Do you understand? I know people see it as a story to tell, which is nice. It's a nice story. But like I said in the beginning of this video, it's what works for me. I did not want to just experience it. I just saw it as that is one less problem to experience. Let me focus on actually healing and bringing out the baby and not worry about, oh, will I be in labor for hours? Will I eventually get like an emergency? Will my baby suffocate? Like all those things. Let me just reduce it. Let me reduce my problems small. Do you understand? So yeah, now talking about the vaginal and how it's, will I say, people can see it as a better way out when it comes to the healing process. I would say it's actually easier for when you give birth vaginally because it's easier, it's faster to heal. So number one, you can start exercising immediately. You're not worried about, you didn't have a surgery. You can start walking up and down. You can be discharged faster. You can start tying your tummy. You can go through the whole, your mother-in-law, your mother pressing your body with hot water, all of that. You can experience all of that when you get a vaginal. But if you do a surgery, you don't have that liberty. Like you have to worry about actually surviving, walking, farting, peeing, make sure your organs are intact. They didn't cut anything. Like you have to worry about that. So the healing process for a C-section is brutal. It is brutal. Like if no one has told you guys, it is brutal. And it doesn't just stop there. Like, it's not like the first week, first 2 weeks. It can last up to months, 6 months. You still feel pain. And mind you, when you get a spinal, like an epidural on your spine, just get ready for back pains for, I think, the rest of your life, to be honest. Like, I have back pains. I don't know if anyone can attest to that, but you're gonna have back pains. Your waist is gonna be paining you for years to come. You're just going to have back pain. So it's not funny at all in any way. Is a surgery as well too, so you're not going to have the luxury of exercising immediately, bouncing back fast immediately. Your tummy is going to take a longer time to go back in. All of that is associated with a C-section, but I think it's more manageable when you have a vaginal. Next thing with the vaginal is that it's a more intimate process. I mean, you have your partner cut the umbilical cord. You can't do that with a C-section. Your partner is behind the curtain because there's this sheet they put. So everyone is behind it. You guys are not seeing what's happening. But when you're pushing, your whole family members can be there. I've seen videos where father, mother, everybody, auntie, uncle, they're all there. They're cutting the umbilical cord. To me, I see it as too much. To me, I say that's too much. I'm like, there's no need. You all don't have to be watching my VJJ bringing out a baby and cutting it. Like, people say that, oh, it's so precious, so cute. But to me, I see it as, you're invading my privacy. Like, why are all of you down there? I don't understand. So I actually like the fact that everybody's behind. Like, why you all in front? It just feels weird. Do you understand? So yeah, but people love that. People love the fact that it's very intimate. Everyone can be there. Another good thing with vaginal is that you can choose how you want to give birth. Some people can opt for water birth, home birth. Like, you can choose how you want it to happen. It doesn't have to be in the hospital. You can choose where, how, when. I didn't need all those options. I really wanted it to be in hospital. Even if I was going to go for a vaginal delivery, I don't ever think I would say I want to do water birth or home birth and all those kind of things people do. It's not for me. Like, I don't need it. I don't need all those things in my life. Do you understand? I don't know how people do that. Water birth people, you guys are trying. I don't know how you, women are just strong. Women are strong. I don't know how you guys do it. But all in all, these are the reasons why I chose planned C-section. Like, it's just choosing your poison. So, like I said, the only thing I can say here is that with a C-section, your problems will come afterwards. With a vaginal, your problems will come before. So just pick your poison. Pick your poison. No one is easy. You're going to feel it one way or the other. Your body, God just said that women, you must know you give birth. Whether you like it or not, you're going to feel it. So yeah, that is my reason why I chose it. And I knew I was going to have 3 kids. So I didn't feel like I was stretching myself doing it 3 times because you're going to have scar tissues and all of that. So I didn't feel like it was a stretch with 3. Some people do 4, 5. But I was like, 3 is good. And even with my 3rd one, the doctor was already like, thank God you're stopping at 3 because you have a lot of scar tissues. And I'm like, yep, thank you. You don't have to tell me twice. So it was just perfect for me. And the scar is not a significant scar. It's the bikini line. Like I said, there's nothing I'm wearing that warrants me showing my bikini line. So even a bikini line means that even when you're wearing a bikini, it covers the scar. So there's no reason to worry about that. Do you understand? So it's not even like, if you want to be vain, it's not something to worry about. It's very neat. It's not my problem. That's like the least of my problem. And yeah, that's why I chose it. And if I had the chance to give birth again or start all over again, I'm going to go for a planned C-section, just because of the kind of person that I am and what I wanted for myself. That's about it. So yeah, I hope this makes sense to you guys, and I hope this makes it easier for you to decide what you want to do. You know, decide what you want to do. The most important thing is baby coming out healthy and you coming out healthy and everybody being alive. That's the most important thing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any other questions, ask me in the comment section. I'm going to answer it. I hope I didn't miss anything, but if there's another thing you want to find out, let me know and I'm going to answer in the comment sections. Okay, see you guys in my next video. Bye.